obviously the most, very disappointing. Our team is hurting right now, this is a time where we're being tested, and we have to believe in ourselves and believe in the process, believe in what we're trying to get done. And the bottom line is we weren't good enough tonight. We weren't good enough defensively in terms of finishing off possessions. We were good enough on first shot defense, but we weren't good enough on boxing out and finishing the possession. I mean, 17 offensive rebounds defensively and 17 turnovers on offense. Pretty simple formula for getting beat. Whether you're at home or on the road, doesn't matter who you're playing. We weren't good enough to win tonight. Offensively, I thought, we went on some droughts, and I think we had one stretch in the first half where we had 12 possessions. I think we had 2 scores. I mean, we stopped moving the ball. We talked about that at halftime, and so we have to get better in really every phase of the game. But tonight, to me, it was turnovers and second shots by them that cost us a basketball game.
Coach, they didn't make a shot for like a 7.5-minute stretch there in the second half. Were you happy at all with your defense?
Yeah, like our first shot defense was, like I said, it was good enough. But, I thought we put them on the line too much, especially in the first half. Halftime, we should have been up 10. I mean, we're shooting 50%, and, we're shooting 60-some% from 3. I mean, we're really shooting the ball well. But we turned it over 11 times. We should have been way ahead of that, but we weren't because we weren't taking care of the basketball. And in the second half, our first shot defense was good enough tonight. But, man, 17 offensive rebounds, it's not good enough.
Coach, you alluded to a couple scoring droughts. There was another one. You had a couple, obviously, XJ had some big shots right at the end, but prior to that, there was about a 5-6 minute spell where you didn't get any field goals. What do you feel like was happening?
Well, what happens to us is the ball sticks and it doesn't move. And when it sticks, we're easy to guard. When it moves, we're really hard to guard. And, I thought Torrey gave us a post presence in there for a stretch. He had a couple of nice post moves, but outside of that, we really had no inside game. We got the ball in the paint, and at times we couldn't finish. But the ball sticking and not moving from side to side and not getting paint touches is something that we talk about all the time, and when we have our droughts, those things don't happen.
Did you do anything different momentum in the second half? Only 2 points in the second.
No, we just tried to front him a little bit more and really be three-quarters, not let the ball come into him as easily, and it wasn't a full front, but it was a three-quarter kind of front, and so he's a good player. Obviously, big-time play at the end. He's a terrific basketball player. McLaughlin is really good in the ball screens. Our ball screen defense in the first half wasn't very good. It wasn't very good in the second half either. And really, for this team, it comes down to ball screen defense, guarding the ball, and boxing out. Those are the 3 things defensively we have to be better at to win games in the Pac-12. And then offensively, we have to get paint touches, and we have to move the ball and have that thing around the perimeter and certainly get the paint touches, whether it's on drives or whether it's on post-ups. Those are the basketball issues that we have, and we got to get better.
Is it all puzzling to you? Because you talk about those issues, and you have guys on this team who did those things really well on the run last year. Is it puzzling for you at all, or?
Look, we're a little bit snake bit right now. We've other than the UCLA game and probably the Arizona game. I mean, we had pretty significant deficits in both those games, but and Utah, we weren't very good at all. So, but I look at the Arizona State game, I look at tonight's game, and we're right there. I mean, we just come up a little bit short, and then you don't play well against Utah, you take a loss there. Arizona, UCLA beat you, and you're 0-5, and now we're going on the road. So, again, there's not a team on our schedule the rest of the way that we can't beat, and I believe that. I truly believe that. But I also know that if we don't take care of the problems that are plaguing us right now, there's not a team on our schedule that can't beat us. So, from a fan's perspective, at least we should be worth dialing into, because you don't know what you're going to get, But you could get, when this team does figure it out and we kind of get over the hump, which is what we need to do, we need to get a win, but we got to figure out what does it take to get the win. And 17 turnovers and 17 offensive rebounds isn't going to get you a win in this league.
Coach, you talked about this a little bit after the UCLA game, but what's the challenge maybe for you and your staff going forward to make sure, like you said, going forward, there's teams that you can beat, keeping the confidence up?
Yes, stay positive, understand what are we doing well, and what are the things that we need to shore up. That's the bottom line. I mean, we have to stay positive, okay? This team does not need to be browbeaten right now. They don't need to be screamed and yelled at, but they need to understand, and I think we've got guys that do. It's just going from practice, okay, or the locker room to the game floor, we have to get it done. And right now we're not getting it done. And so that's the bottom line. I mean, and you know and I know this is about winning. It's a zero-sum game that we play. There's a winner and a loser every time you step on the floor, and right now we're coming up a little bit short. And we got to figure out how do you come up on the positive side of that, and it gets down to really simple little things that you have to do on a consistent basis for 40 minutes.
Can one win turn this around a little bit for you?
Look, yeah. I mean, it's about just the next game, the next opportunity, and we're not going to. I'm not going to change my tune, midway. I mean, we know, and we like, Matt, like you said, we've got guys that have won before that understand what it takes to win. We're just not getting it done right now, and so it's on us. I mean, it's on me as the head coach, and it's on our assistant coaches, and it's on our players. We have to get this thing turned, and that's our challenge right now. And I'm going to stay positive with these guys. I love our team. I like our guys. It's not like it's a team I don't like coaching. It's frustrating at times because of our inconsistencies, but it's not like they're not trying. We're just not getting it done right now.
Is this a good or a bad time to take it on the road?
I don't know. I don't even worry about, I just know what's the next game, and it's Washington, and, Washington's struggling right now. SC was struggling before they came in here, and, they just figure out a way to get it done. And the four teams that we get one crack at, which is the Arizonas and the LAs, they're gone. We don't get to play them again unless we get them in the conference tournament. So, we have to keep believing in each other and in the process, but we're challenged right now, and we got to rise to that challenge. We can't cower to it. We can't put our heads down and feel sorry for ourselves. We're not going to do that.
Any last questions for Coach?
Thank you.